Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you are having a great day. Today's stories includes toxic parents, parentification, neglect, favoritism between siblings, toxic families, and entitled people. Let's start. Am I the idiot for getting my step-siblings taken away after my mom and stepdad kicked me out? I, 16 female, am in a really bad situation, and I'm not sure if I did the right thing, so I need some input from internet people, because I don't know if I trust any of the adults around me anymore. My parents split up a couple of years ago because my mom cheated. I haven't seen my dad since he left, because he moved out of state, but he calls or texts sometimes. So I lived with my mom even though I didn't want to, because she moved her boyfriend in and I hate both of them. He came with 2 kids, 7 male, 5 male, that he has most of the time, and they are the worst behaved kids I've ever met. I was always in trouble because I would have to babysit them, but they crash around and break things, and I'm not allowed to punish them, but it's my fault anyway, since I was watching them. They broke the TV throwing a baseball in the house, and my stepdad lost his mind and demanded I pay him back for it, but I told him I was sick of being blamed for his awful kids and he could shove it. It turned into a big fight and they kicked me out, and told me not to come back until my attitude was better. They took my phone, so I tried to call my dad from a friend's phone, but he never answered, and I couldn't remember my grandma's number. My friend told her parents, even though I asked her not to tell anyone, and they called the cops and it turned into a whole thing. My mom told them that I ran away because I was mad I had to babysit, but they didn't believe her, I guess because my grandma finally came and picked me up, and she says I'm staying with her until my dad can get here to take me back with him. My mom called my grandma last week, yelling because her boyfriend's kids got taken away to go live with their mom, because of the whole thing, and it's my fault. My grandma says it's not my problem, but I know the kids hate going to their moms, because they pitch a fit any weekend they have to go. Also, I know this is a big hassle for my grandma even though she doesn't say anything, and it's not good for her health. Now my dad has to come back from overseas to deal with it too. Maybe I should have just apologized, even though it wasn't my fault, and waited it out. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the a-hole. I know they probably didn't mean it as a real, get out and stay out, so I could have gone back later and apologized, and things would have gone back to normal. Instead, I made everything a lot worse for everyone. OP gives more info in the comments. How bad was your house? Was it dirty? Was there dangerous stuff around? Or is this guy the type to hit a cop? Do you think their mom had already made reports about him? Maybe how the kids come from your place with terrible behaviors? I don't know, the house has been a mess since my dad left, and it got a whole lot worse after everyone moved in. I started doing the laundry because I needed clean clothes and trying to keep the kitchen clean. The kids get mean when anyone but their dad tells them what to do, and I know 7 years old has been sent home a lot from school, but I don't know why. Probably hitting people, because when he's mad he just starts hitting things and screaming. I had some bruises on my arms, from when he got mad at me for not giving him a snack he wanted, before the TV thing happened, and the cops had a lady come take pictures of them and ask me a lot of questions. My mom and stepdad drink a lot too, like my mom used to drink wine sometimes on the weekends when my dad was away, but not this much, and it's scary sometimes, when they have friends over to drink. My grandma says that it's best if I don't think about it too much right now, but that some people may have more questions and I should just be honest if they do. Your dad is out of state and overseas at the same time? My dad is on ship sometimes, and I didn't know where he is right now, that's why he didn't get my calls. He was able to contact my grandma after she sent an emergency message for him. My grandma said he's in a difficult place to get here from and someone has to relieve him, but he's coming as soon as he can. I don't know why they took the kids, just that my mom says it's my fault. My dad is in the Navy and is on a ship sometimes, but he's in another state when he's not deployed. None of this is your fault, OP. Please, every time you feel like it is, or if someone tries makes you feel like it's your fault, remember it is not. It's their fault, this is all their fault, your mother and her boyfriend. The cops, you being kicked out of the house, the kids being taken away from them, this was all due to their neglect and abuse. Because yes, OP, what they did to you was abuse, and they let his children do the same either because they didn't care, or because they wanted to. He's a horrible father and she's a horrible mother, which is why the children were taken from them. Furthermore, I don't doubt that the reason the kids hate going to their mother's house is because she has limits and doesn't let them do everything they want, and if they don't behave, she'd probably ground them. But OP, even with the existence of these two idiots, one of whom is unfortunately your mother, don't think that every adult doesn't care about you. Your friend's parents called the cops because they knew what happened to you was wrong. Believe your grandmother when she says she wants you with her, and don't think that you are a burden to your dad or anyone else. You are a child, you deserve to be taken care of OP. And what did you guys think of this situation? What advice would you give OP on how to deal with all this? Don't forget to leave your thoughts down below. Now let's read what comments say before going to the update. Not the idiot, you were never responsible for those awful children, you are a child. This is parentification, where you were put in the position of parenting siblings because of dysfunctional, awful parents. Stay with your dad, cut off communications with mom and her sick family, and live your best life. Not the idiot, and this is so not your fault. Child Services doesn't remove children for an isolated incident like this. Either you're leaving out details you think are irrelevant, or there is additional shit you don't know. I'm sorry you're having to deal with all that, and I'm more sorry someone made you feel like this was on you. Not the idiot, I cannot express how much you are not the idiot here. No 16-year-old should be left in a situation like this. Your mom and dad need to take care of their children, they can't leave it to you. It sounds like your dad simply ducked out, and your mom started exploiting you, so that her new BF wouldn't have to take care of his kids. I'll bet those kids hate going to their moms because she doesn't let them run around like savages. Your friend did the right thing by calling the cops. I just hope that your grandma is treating you right, and that you can spend the last couple of years of your childhood just being a child for a change. I'm sure the cops didn't believe your mom because her story makes no sense. What kind of kid in this day and age runs away from home without taking their phone with them? Not the idiot, if the cops found reasons to remove your step-siblings, there's way more going on than them being mad you didn't babysit. Not the idiot, not even one little bit, this is not your fault in any way. You don't have to continue to put up with being abused. Child Protective is likely doing a complete investigation, and them removing the younger two has nothing to do with you and babysitting. They found reasons created by your mother and stepfather to warrant removal from the home. Your grandmother will be okay, and your dad is your dad and he will come to get you. You are worth every ounce of effort your grandma, father, and you are putting into this. You deserve being treated well, not abused, and hopefully this is the start of many, many good things for you to come. And do you agree with the comments? Would you say something more to OP? And what kind of advice would you give her on how to deal with her mother, mom's boyfriend, and this whole situation? Now let's read the update. Edit/update. Wow, I didn't expect so many responses. Thanks for telling me that it's not my fault. I feel like I'm a big problem for everyone all the time, so it's nice to hear maybe it's not me. It's just I feel really bad and I'm scared. I don't want to go back to mom. My grandma said that I can stay with her for as long as I want and she's happy to have me, but I'm afraid everyone will change their mind. I really hope my dad gets here soon and that he doesn't get in trouble for having to come get me. He shouldn't have to worry about me when he's deployed, because I know it's already hard and he's serving the country. I'm going to try to not think about it, or my mom, and even if they send me back, at least it's quiet here right now. OP, parents care and worry about the well-being of their children, no matter where they are in the world and how far they are from them, that's what they do. In fact, it's more common that the further away they are, the more worried they become. That's part of being a parent. And that's what your dad is trying to do, take care of you, even if it gets a little complicated for him, is what he will try to do. Unfortunately, you don't realize this because you have been neglected for so long by your mother, but your father and grandmother care about you, embrace it. Good luck OP. Oh, and I hope you are enjoying the video so far. If so, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications to know when a new video is out. Now let's go to the next story. Am I the idiot for exposing my mom and sister? Okay, so, I, female, 14, have a sister, female, 16, who I'll call S, who constantly steals from me and messes up my things. I've tried talking to my parents about it, but they shrug it off and say that sisters do things like that. It's gotten so bad that I have to hide or move valuable items out of the house, in fear that she'll break or steal them. 3 weeks ago, I received money from my aunt and friend for my birthday. I was excited, because I've wanted AirPods for a while now, and I finally had enough money to get them. I kept the money in a box and put it in my drawer. About a week ago, I wanted to go to the gas station, so I went to get the money, but when I checked it wasn't there. I went and asked my mom if she'd seen it, to which she replied, yes. She told me that my sister went snooping in my room and wanted the money, and my mom didn't have the heart to say no. What the actual F? So she let her take it. I went to my sister's room and demanded she give me my money back. She told me that she already spent it, and that I should have hidden it better, if I didn't want it stolen. What a little witch. I was livid. I stormed to my room and stayed there for the rest of the day. 2 days ago, while out shopping with my aunt, she asked if I had gotten the AirPods that I had been wanting. I told her no, and that mom allowed us to take the money I was going to use to buy it. My aunt was furious and called my mom, confronting her about it. My aunt berated my mom and said I could stay the night with her. When I got home to pack my things, Mom was furious and threw money at me, asking if I was happy now that I made S feel bad. Good God. Boo-woo, S is angry because everyone knows she's a thief. How sad for her. I ignored her, grabbed my things, and left. While at my aunt's place, I received many nasty texts from family members, saying I was in the wrong. My dad told me that he didn't agree with what my mom and S did, but I didn't have to expose them to my aunt. I've been feeling extremely guilty and I've been wondering if I was in the wrong. So am I the idiot? OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the a-hole. I feel as if I'm the a-hole, because my mom was berated by my aunt badly, and I upset my sister even though those were never my intentions. I've been receiving many messages from family, telling me I'm wrong, and I'm starting to believe that they're right. This is why I think I may be the a-hole. CPSA SAP, this is abuse. I'm scared to call them, because I don't know what they'll do. They are stealing from you and emotionally abusing you. Don't go back. Wish I didn't have to go back, but I have to soon. Oh my God. Please OP, know that you did nothing wrong, unlike your sister, your mother and your father, and anyone else who doesn't think that what they are doing is wrong. I say them, because despite us being the person stealing from OP, the mother lets her do this, and the father does nothing to make her stop it. OP lives with a thief and 2 accomplices, who don't care that the eldest daughter is a criminal, as long as other people don't know about it. They are all disgusting. No OP, you didn't do anything wrong. You are being robbed in your own home, and you have no responsible adult looking out for you in that regard. I'm glad you told your aunt and that someone said something and finally took your side, instead of just overlooking the fact that you were robbed, in your own house, again. And screw your sister, your mother, and also your father. They know this is wrong and prefer to leave it under the rug, instead of speaking the truth, and defend you. And also screw the rest of your family, who are calling you names. You should suggest that they invite your sister to live with them and let her rob them in their own homes, then let's see what they say about it. I'm sorry that you have such a shitty family OP, that obviously favors your thief sister over you. And what do you guys think of all this? What would you do if you were OP? What advice would you give her to deal with her family? Now let's read what the comments said. Not the idiot, your sister is a thief and both of your parents are enablers. I'm glad you have an adult who is treating you well. My sister went snooping in my room and wanted the money, and my mom didn't have the heart to say no. I am at a loss for words as to how much of an a-hole your mother is. Not the idiot. If they didn't want to get yelled at for it, they shouldn't have done it. Not the idiot, good for you, that your aunt has taken you in. Your mom clearly has a favorite daughter and sadly it's not you. As long as your sister doesn't learn boundaries from your mom, she is going to continue and surely will have it hard in life, when she has to learn she doesn't get everything she wants, and there are actually consequences for her behavior. Your father knew of the behavior of S before, and, as well, hasn't done anything. I bet he wouldn't have done something now, again. He can't stand up to your mother, and exposing this behavior was the only thing you could do, so they realize they're acting wrong. Not the idiot, your mom and sister just came in tied for first for a-hole of the day. Your sister knew you got birthday money, searched for it, and your mom allowed her to just take it? Also, your dad needs to search through their stuff to find his balls. You had every right to tell your awesome aunt the truth, and should be rewarded for your honesty. If I were your aunt, I would buy your AirPods, and tell us she can consider the theft her next birthday, and Christmas presents. Why would other family members even get involved? Your mom just did what she is mad at you about. But I think this exposes your mom and sister, if they are given the real facts. But when she pulls a stunt like that on them, they'll see how wrong they were. Your mom is setting your sister up for a very disastrous life. I'm sorry that is your family dynamic, and your dad won't step up. Not the idiot, you did the right thing. Good luck to you. And what did you guys think of the comments? Do you agree with what they say? Do you have any other advice to give to OP? Don't forget to leave your comments down below. And that's it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time.